up, Star Crew? Super Barbie Starmom here. And I am going to do a video today about some things that have unfolded on the news and social media and in pop culture that is really interesting to me. It's interesting and it's disturbing, and it confirms some of my beliefs about what's going on the planet right now. I've talked about how COVID is a byproduct of spiritual warfare that is going on the planet, and another byproduct is stuff like what happened at Astro World Festival. You guys probably know what it is. Like, I didn't know what it was. I'd never heard of it. I didn't even know who the heck Travis Scott was, because I'm old and I'm dorky, I guess. But my kids told me about, my son said, "Hey Mom, did you hear about what happened at Travis Scott's concert?" And I was like, I don't know. I didn't know who he was, but I could put together that he's somebody that has a concert. And he said, "No, people were dying. They're like, people were getting trampled and died, blah, blah, blah." And he started telling me some of the stuff, and I was like, "Well, how? Well, like, what do you mean they died? Like, were they on drugs, or did they OD, or like how was it? Did somebody shoot them? He was like, "No, they suffocated. They I couldn't understand. I could not grasp how people would just die at a concert." And then I did some research, and I was like, whoa. That is evidence of not only the spiritual warfare that's going on the planet, but the mentality that I'm talking about when it comes to COVID and when it comes to the whole concept of dystopia and the whole concept of, the powers that be trying to take over everyone, trying to, get us to surrender our power to them by putting fear in us through the media, through music, through TV shows, through ads, every channel you can think of, they have power over it. That's one of the reasons I like YouTube, even though YouTube, even all the social media platforms are filtered or they're censored so that, certain things can't get through. They get taken down or whatever, but only to a certain extent. And the producer of my channel is me. I'm an individual human being. I'm not, I don't have anybody over me that's telling me what to say and what the story is and giving me, what the narrative is. And I'm not expected to follow a certain narrative. I'm just speaking my truth. And that's what I like about YouTube. And so, because people can share their personal experience, people can share their views and their, take on things. And as a society, we have been brainwashed for years and years, and I'm talking hundreds of years we've been brainwashed. And we know this. We know this through the racism. We've talked about, the systemic racism that goes on. We've talked about, we know it through all of our cultural, what's the word I'm looking for? Differences, all the things that divide us. They're put there in place for a reason, and it's to keep us divided, because we have less power if we're divided. And all those little things of the us versus them mentality, that keeps us weak. Okay? Because then not only are we not united as one, but we are putting all of our energy towards fighting with each other and distracting ourselves from where the source is, which is higher up. So, with that being said, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because I don't want you to think that I'm way out there as far as some of this stuff goes. I'm just going to say, maybe listen to some interviews with Dave Chappelle. He talks about what I'm referring to with this Travis Scott stuff. where there are certain celebrities that, well, I think almost all celebrities at some point are confronted with or encounter an opportunity to seal their, their fate as a superstar. And there's a certain, society or certain organization that will have them sign on with that, and it will ensure that they have superstardom, and it will ensure that they are rich and famous, and they will become huge superstars at a price. And if you know anything about Dave Chappelle, he talks about how, like, because he was approached with a multi-million-dollar deal with Comedy Central with a show idea that he had, and he didn't accept it. He in fact, he left the United States. He disappeared and went to Africa for years because it was so frightening and so disturbing that this whole proposal that he was given. And it's basically the sell your soul to the devil type shit, people, is what it is. Just to make it real simple, that's what it's all about. And that's what it appears has happened with Travis Scott. There's the whole festival was designed in a way that to hypnotize people. Remember we talked about this mass formation? So this mob mentality is present, and people are influenced by the people around them. They can't hardly think independently, okay? And they're influenced by so many outside sources: music, sound, visuals, just this different energy in the crowd is aroused and it's focused on. And if you look at the show, you've got the circular motion of the stage. You've got everything is hypnotic about it. Even the sounds, when I hear, video, like home videos made of their whatever, it sounds like hell. It sounds like I would imagine what hell sounds like.
I see somebody in the tree. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on. Make some noise for my boy right there, hanging in the tree right there. Make some noise. Everybody put a middle finger up to the sky, because my boy ready to rage. My boy want to rage. Yeah. My boy's want to rage.
Well, they have to stop the show because those people tremble and they're not breathing.
You know what's wrong? I'm feeling right now.
And there's fire everywhere. It's like pyrotechnics everywhere. And what's really sad to me is that, because I like to believe that people are fundamentally good. All people are fundamentally good. And that Travis Malvo looks evil as I don't know what. I mean, he looks evil. And here's what it is. They've got him. It's not even him. When he's on that stage and he's making those evil looks and, doing that, yeah, he's not present, people. He has been overtaken. And I don't know if, some people would say, people that are like into the whole reptilian stuff or into the whole like cloning. I've heard all kinds of stories when it comes to the organization that does this with celebrities. But, the one-eye one. So, I'm not going to go into detail because then this video will be so long. I just want to put this out there that there is more and more evidence in the world around us that there is a serious spiritual warfare going on, and that it's good against evil, and we have to be aware of it, because the evil energy, the dark energy forces want our soul. They want to overpower us, and that's what happened at the festival. Is so many people were consumed by that dark energy, and so many people were consumed by, they were like hypnotized, and they were not even registering that they were trampling on people, that people were dying. All they cared about was the music and the hype and the put your middle fingers in the air. I mean, it was so, like, I can even imagine myself being there and being like, yeah, woo, like, you're just overtaken by the crowd and by the atmosphere. And so I'm here to spread awareness that stuff like this is going to continue to happen until good takes over. I mean, good already has control. You know what I mean? Like, good prevails always. God prevails. And the duality, the warfare that's going on is part of our evolution, of here being on Earth. It's up to us to overcome. But I think that as the human race, we need to be aware of things that we could be doing to sort of pass the test. You know what I mean? I'm going to stop there. I've just arrived to my destination, and that's all I got. So please like, share, subscribe. I've got more content coming. I think that's all I got. Peace out.
Some people think that because they're at a show and because there's women dancing and trying to have a good time, that it gives them the right to tear their fucking tops off when they're trying to have a good time out here. That's fucking bullshit!
Okay, everybody back up. There seems to be a medical issue. Make some room so the professionals can get in there, guys. Everybody good? Is everybody good there? Is he all right? Okay, okay.
Wait, don't need to pepper spray anybody. Whoa, they're just having fun. No, whoa. This is a rock show. This is what we do at rock shows. We just spray have fun. All right, here's Greg, can we do anything? They're taking those two guys away. They're just having fun, man, really.
Hop on a feel, eh, buddy? How's it feel, huh?
My back, it's like, hey, yo, hold up. Yo, we got a little problem up here.
Pick him up right
Everybody
now.
up.
Hey, yo, man. We know we've been stressing all night about being cool, and this is the reason why. Let's go over it one more time. When someone falls, what do you do?
Pick him up, and if he's hurt, get an EMT. There's nothing honorable about kicking somebody when they're down. There's nothing honorable about that. So break it up, please.
All right, listen up, you f***ing assholes. That f***ing girl right there is like 15 f***ing years old, and you f***ing pieces of shit
her, molesting her while she's on the f***ing crowd. Your f***ing mothers should be ashamed of themselves, you pieces of shit.
Yeah, someone pass out, yeah. Make some space, my friends, make some space. 2 people. 2 people? Okay, make some space, guys, make some space, all right? One of our friends down there is not doing so well, so they're going to take care of that first, so make sure you guys stay nice and orderly over on this area, okay?
I think somebody's hurt. You all right, sweetheart? Why don't you come out and stand up on stage with us? Hey, security, if she's okay, you can bring her up here. You all right?
We're having some structural issues that could be catastrophic, and we need everybody together. No smoke groups. 10 or less is unacceptable. It's like folks are coming out of the crowd complaining of difficulty breathing, crushing type injuries. Seems like the crowd is compressing, from what I could tell. I was on the Delta side, and I probably saw at least 4 or 5 people pouring out of the crowd, just trying to get away from the crowd. The comp is still going on. The crowd is compressing, is compressing, and the intel we're getting is that the barricade might be compromised or being compromised. So the crowd is compressing.
Hey, can I have the air, please, for a few seconds? Can I have the air for a few seconds? Hey, I'm over here at the medical tent, and there's a lot of people trampled, and they're passed out at the front stage.
343, we're in the front of the stage.
Right now, that crowd is super thick, super dense. If you go in there, this could possibly turn into an officer rescue situation, and that makes it extremely dangerous for everybody. So right now, if you can get in on the perimeter, get to them. If not, try your best to echo commands into that crowd to help out. Other than that, be careful.
Well, they have to stop the show because there's people trampled and they're not breathing.
You guys are doing well. Take a breath. Everyone's doing a good job. Now listen, what I need is for people to get things under control at the medical tent. HFD's been advised. They are listening to our channel and they're pulling people in to come and help, okay? Help is coming. Just take a deep breath and relax. We'll work through this.
If that's okay with you real quick. Stage me, let's do it. Just bring your girl, feel like she both fine. Your black nigga work in the ocean. So while we here, jumped on the ocean. Go up a level of disrespect. I'm just one chain away from going heavy.
Just devastated, and I could never imagine anything like this just happening. And I just want to send out prayers to the ones that was lost last night. We're actually working right now to identify the families so we can help assist them through this tough time. My fans really mean the world to me, and I always just really want to leave them with a positive experience. And anytime I can make out, anything that's going on, I stop the show and, help them get the help they need, I could just.
It's like what you just said, people are always going to be reaching for that bad headline or that bad thing, so I'm aware. That's why I was just like, man, but when I do my shows, I be so turned, man. Like,
it's another level.
Yeah.
With Travis Scott's on stage.
Like, I'm not like the guy that got I had the backup dancers. I ain't got the drummers and that.
No.
I'm all about the blood. We got to turn up.
The blood.
It's all about rage and just like
Who's bleeding on stage?
I mean, I'm not bleeding, but the fans are like
I feel you.
Giving their bodies.
World concert.
That's in the crowd. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, what my guys?
It seems as though he comes out of the trance he was in long enough to see that something was going on. He looks very concerned. He knows something's wrong. He's, tuned in, but then he immediately snaps out of it and goes right back into the trance he was in.
If everybody can put a middle finger up in the sky. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Inhumanity. It's time, people.